I'm not sure how much fun you have with me after these. You have. No, this is a tough. You started out 2-0 and 1-4 since.
Yep.
I ask you each week because you get a chance to review the film. What did the film review after watching this one?
I think the biggest thing it told us more so than anything else is that we can't miss the opportunities. If we do the things that we're supposed to, pay attention to the details, we have a chance to be successful. There was a lot of positive things that we can take from the film. Some of it has to do with our quarterback. I thought he did some really good things. His decision making was good. He could have thrown some better balls in terms of the type of ball he threw.
Right.
Tried to loft one over the top. It got intercepted, but if he throws it a little bit more out in front, Jahan's got a chance to make the play. So there's a little bit of that, but you see growth, you see him learning and growing, and that's what I talk about, that a big part of what's going on for us right now is the growth of this young quarterback and some of the young players around him. And that's the positives. Those are the things that needs to happen for this team to get better as a football team.
Can he get better? You're on pace right now for 90 sacks in the season.
Yep.
He's been sacked 40 times. Can he get better when he knows that boys are coming?
Yeah. I think he can.
Yeah.
Again, part of it is we have to continue to grow up front as well. We have to grow as a football team. It's not just the development of one guy, but it's the development of this offense, it's the development of this football team. And as all those elements grow together and get better and better, we can become better as a football team.
And looking at it, I'm from the outside looking in, scheme or just got beat when you talk about that offensive line?
Well, I think there's some things that are a little bit of both. I think sometimes you've got to give credit to the opponent. You got to give credit to your guys for doing the things they're supposed to when they're supposed to. And, there's a lot of things that go into what happens on the football field, and it's not just that. There are other things that go into it. I mean, again, there's a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to harp on the bad stuff, but 1 of 15 on third down, that's the worst in a game this season by any team. It's hard to get anything done when you have that.
Right. Well, what's hard too is trying to complete them when you put yourself in second and third and long.
Right.
We had some very untimely penalties, some very unfortunate penalties, but again, that's on us. We've got to be able to handle the crowd noise. I think we had 5 illegal procedures, and that's part of the problem too. And you go into a stadium and the crowd is really ruckus. It makes it hard on the guys for the communication aspect.
You said just a little bit ago, if we get the guys to do what they're supposed to do, are you surprised that that's still an if at 7 games in?
I think there's some things that go into it in terms of that because, again, it's still about the development of an offense. We changed the offenses from last few years. It's a new offense. It's a new philosophy. It's a new way of doing things. These are all things that these guys are learning, growing, and developing with. And I think as we go through this and get better at this, things can improve. Yeah. I do. I mean, this is a young group in a lot of respects.
If you hold a team to 14 points, you expect to win that game. I know the comments of Jonathan Allen afterwards came right to the cameras, and when you hear it out loud in person, you're like, oh, okay, but you understand the frustration that's coming from him.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've been frustrated too this season.
Absolutely, I've been very frustrated. He's not the only one who's frustrated, but I appreciate his passion. He wants to win, and he wants people to know he wants to win. Okay, he's a young man that's just like every one of us. We're frustrated. Why? Because we've got some talent. We believe we're better than what we did. But it's, again, a work in progress. We've got 10 football games left to go. We're going to focus on one at a time. We got a tough opponent coming in from Philadelphia that we've got to be able to handle and prepare for, and that's what we're going to focus on. That's the only thing we can do, and that's the truth of the matter, is focus on what needs to be done and go out and do the best we can.
Your next opponent is Philadelphia. They just took a Miami team that was averaging 500-plus yards and held them to 244. So obviously, right now they are running at a high clip. How do you, a team you've already faced and lost to, but played well against, how do you get your guys ready?
Well, I think the challenge, more so than anything else, and that's what we'll have to do, is the challenge is we're going to be playing against a very good football team. We've got to be able to, do our jobs, get after them, and see what happens. You're
so calm after a game. You're so calm here. Do you go home and just like kick the dog? What do you do?
No, not at all. Are you kidding? To me, this is what we do. Okay, I've been doing this for a long time, and I understand it. I do, and I understand people's frustrations. Understands people's joy. You want joy, you got to win football games. You want to be frustrated, lose football games, and that's what's happened. But we're working to get better. We have a young team, a young quarterback that I've committed to. And I believe he can help us get to where we want to be as a football team. So I'll continue to work that. We'll continue to try and cultivate that and develop that. You know, finding a quarterback doesn't happen all the time automatically.
Right.
And there are some things that have to happen. Growth and development is one of them. Patience is the other one. But again, I get it. People may be running out of patience. But to me, I'm going to stay steady, stay true, and continue to work hard.
You told me last question. You told me earlier this year you talk on and off with Josh Harris, the owner. Have you had conversations in the past couple of weeks? And,
oh yeah.
And can you share with us what the tenor of them are?
Well, just the tenor of it is just really about understanding what we're trying to do, and we talk about it, and we'll see how it goes.
Right. Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Appreciate it.